Okay, kernel is done. So, made our kernel, make modules install. Now we have to copy it over. Okay, so I'm gonna say copy architecture x86. If you have copy, let's see, x86. I'm looking for copy architecture x86. I'm looking for a 64-bit here. That's not going to happen because it should be x86 underscore 64, I think. Unless it says Intel architecture 64. I'm not sure. Maybe I should check on that real quick. Let's see if I can list out. What would it be? User source x86. I see Linux headers. Good question, huh? x86. How about this is something else here. I want to see if mount for both type ext3 dev SDA2 to mount SDA2. Let me see if I can list user source. It's only Linux headers. User share. SDA2. No, we'll wait. I need to say list mount SDA2 user source Linux 3.29 architecture IA64 x86 boot BZ. Okay. What I was trying to do is I was trying to see depends on the platform being used. File names can be blah 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 blah. So can we say list user mount SDA2 user source Linux. Let's see, architecture IA64 current. No. Alright, 386 x86 architecture. It should be x86 boot BZ image won't be created. How about sudo su? This is purely out of, I'm just trying to see if I'm going to the right directory here. Okay, so let's see, I need to mount for both type ext3 dev SDA3 to mount SDA3, and let's see if I can list user source. Do I ever have sources in there? Yes, I do. No, I don't. List mount SDA3 user source Linux. Okay. 381 x86 architecture i64 x86 boot no bz image. Okay, okay, this is what it is. Are you ready? Yeah, it's about freaking time, right? Okay, 64-bit. You're going to have an x86 64. Okay, underscore 64 boot bz. Okay, there you go. Okay, if you have a 64-bit machine, okay, sorry, I had to think about that for a minute. If you have a 64-bit machine, your kernel is going to be located down here in the architecture. Let's see, ls arch x86 underscore 64. Okay, then it'll be boot, then it'll be bz image with a capital I though. Okay, that's where your 64-bit kernel is. Okay, and you can copy that over. Cool. So let me say back up, exit. Okay, so the only difference is copy verbose architecture. This is for my 32-bit x86 boot bz image. Okay, I need to copy that to boot VM Linux 3.19.-LTF LFS-7.7. You can name your kernel anything you want to, but you do need that VM Linux. Actually, you don't even need that, right? You can just make LFS kernel or something like that. But just for the sake of no confusion, I'd rather just name it something in the book. Okay? But 32-bit kernel is here in architecture x86 because x86 is a 32-bit. Okay? Boot bz image. The bz image is the kernel, is the compiled kernel. Okay? Now, if you have a 64-bit, it'll be under x86 underscore 64 boot bz image. Okay? So I want to copy mine over now. Okay, also too, if you go into the architecture, okay, I'm not sure how to build a kernel on anything besides Intel machines. Okay, you have an IA64 S390, I think that's what a SPARC machine. Oh, there's SPARC up there. I don't know what that is. You have ARM64. You know, PowerPC, which is a whole different tutorial altogether. So, but that's for Intel's stuff. Okay, so now we have to copy verbose our system map. Oh, I'm in the architecture folder. I need to be right here, still inside of Linux, right? Copy verbose system map to boot. And I'm going to cheat here. I'm going to say VM Linux, right? And I'm going to take out this much here and say system.map. Take out this last tail here. Okay. And this can be confusing here. Don't let this get away from you. You need to copy .config. Remember, dot in front of any file is hidden. Okay, so we're copying .config to, I'm going to take this out and make config. Okay, my boot config 319. Okay, so dot is hidden. I'm copying it to a not hidden file because there's no dot in front of it. Okay, copy the documentation over as well. User share doc Linux -3.19. Oh, I need to install that directory first. Install directory go. Okay. Documentation will go into there. And our kernel's over. And here it says that the kernel source tree is going to be retained, run ch or chown r 0 on Linux 319 directory, ensure that all files are owned by root. Okay, if you're going to retain the source code. Okay. Okay. It's not really important to do that right now. Okay. We're in our sources directory. Now, just out of anything, we can jump back up. And we can remove our Linux sourced extracted source. We still have the tarball. I'm going to background it. Okay. And let me see here. Vim, etc. Need to make a mod probe file here. Mod probe .d us. Actually, I don't even have that, do I? No, I don't. Install boost mode 755 directories is needed, etc. mod probe .d. Okay. Now I need to say vim. I'm going to use vim for this. Vim etc mod probe .d usb.conf. Okay. Begin. Install ohci underscore hcd sbin mod probe ehci underscore hcd semi sbin mod probe dash I ohci hcd true. Let me check this. Okay. And I'm going to copy this and paste it and just modify the bottom. UHCI. True. Okay. 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 Kernel's done. We copied it over. Now it's on the grub. I haven't done a video yet on how to install grub with our LFS system. Because like I said, I always kept my original bootloader. Now if you don't want to install grub and you would like to keep your original bootloader, then you don't have to you don't have to do this, okay? But you do have to, you know, unmount your device, clean and everything else like that, and reboot and update your grub menu whatever it is, your grub menu by running update grub if you're using something with grub on it. Okay, you're using Lilo or something else like that. However you guys add bootloaders or however you guys add menu entries to Lilo, that's how you gotta do it, right? But for this, I'm going to install grub. So I should make a different tutorial, I guess, about that. If you're not going to install grub, you can skip the next one. Okay. Just run update grub to keep your old bootloader. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So I'll see you guys in a second.